Back in the early 2000s, I traveled to Japan quite a bit thanks to work. And when I was there, I usually checked out those video game stores in Akihabara and got quite a few promotional Xbox items. Welcome to the second Japan special for the original Xbox Collectibles. Here we have a large BLINX package, BLINX the Time Sweeper. This includes the DVD Welcome to the BLINX World, still in shrink wrap. And this is basically a DVD that explains the gameplay, has some game footage in it, and just kind of gives an intro to the game. Here is a demo disc, fully playable. This was for the Xbox Kiosk. And then this bezel goes around the Xbox Kiosk. You see there on the left, it's kind of an intro to the game. Up on the middle, kind of the game elements on the screen, and then to the right is kind of this concept that's being explained, with time control, rewind, fast forward, and slow down and pause. Has these wings, and a lot of the Japanese promo packages came with these bezels so that you could put them around the kiosk. And you'll see a few more of those here in a moment. So anyway, very cool item for the BLINX game. And this was part of an overall BLINX package. So there's another really cool item here. And this is a inflatable BLINX promo kind of balloon on a stick. So these were basically little inflatable Mylar balloons. And let me get one out of here. Printed on one side, just gorgeous artwork. BLINX the Time Sweeper. Also has gorgeous artwork on the back, and then had this straw on the bottom, this stick, and you would inflate it and then tie it off, and then basically hang it up somewhere. Just looks gorgeous, and I think these are pretty rare because people would use them and then they're kind of toast. And I love that these are still in the original package and unused, and the artwork is just gorgeous. It looks great. Alright, on to the next item. This is another bezel for the Xbox Kiosk, and as you know, Xbox brought out these XBOX-ism DVDs or playable demo discs, and these were every quarter or later than every 6 months. And this came with a bezel for the kiosk. So on the left, on the right, you have the different games and release dates and screenshots and, just kind of a highlight on what's on the disc. And there's the disc that goes with it for Winter 2002. And, also kind of a highlight whether these were for Xbox Live or not. And you see there's OTOGI and BLINX and Panzer Dragoon and a couple others. And so I think this is awesome. If you have an original kiosk, then these would be a great collectible to put on there, together with the disc, of course, that you could put into the kiosk and play it there. It also came with this little handy sheet that tells you what the controls are for the different games so that you know how to operate the games, like fire and controls and whatever, and action buttons for kind of the more complex games. So anyway, that all goes together. That came in a big cardboard box for Winter 2002. Next up, we have this little cardboard pop-up stand for Jockey's Road. This was kind of a horse riding, horse training simulation game, with RPG elements. Not sure this was anything great, but anyway, there it is. Nice little graphics there. And then here's another very cool Mylar balloon. I got a set of those. And this was for the DVD dongle and remote. And these came in these packages. Fairly large Mylar balloons. They're about 3 feet long. And they come with a inflation straw, and then also with these little sticky pads so that you can glue that balloon somewhere to the ceiling. There's the instructions, there's the sticky pads, and they actually look cool, these balloons. So if you kind of fold it up here, this is Xbox, And then on the other side, you see this is for the DVD. Now keep in mind, this is 2001, 2002 actually, for Japan. People still bought DVD players at that time, right? And so this was kind of a unique thing for the Xbox. Hey, you can also play DVDs if you buy this remote with this little dongle. And so they had these advertising Mylar balloons, which are kind of cool. Next up, we have a rather large Xbox Live promo package. And this came in a huge cardboard box. Even had an inventory list that came with it. Here you see that in the middle there. And yeah, this was really to push Xbox Live. Now keep in mind, Japan at the time had a very high degree of internet access. Right? So Xbox Live was seen as a differentiator for the Xbox. Here's a training and promo video for Xbox Live, and I'll try to digitize that in the future. And then here is kind of a counter stand for Xbox Live, where you can kind of turn this wheel and it shows you what accessories do you need or what games come with it as a pack-in game. And this kind of folds up and then kind of goes onto the counter. So here this is for the headset and then kind of what games are included. There's some little promo posters, again, all about the games that come with it and what you need. You see here in that graphic, you need Xbox Live, you need ADSL modem or cable modem, and then these are the games that came with it. And keep in mind, right, this is early days of the internet for a lot of people. There's some stickers. That's kind of nice, high gloss graphics. And then you also have some other promo items. For example, these shelf front stickers. So these were designed to go on the front of shelf boards. A super nice material. And then, of course, one of those Japanese silk flags with a big Xbox Live graphic on it. I've shown one of these in one of the past videos that was out of the packaging there. Now, there's also some games that came with this promo package. So here's Whacked, which was live enabled, right? Multiplayer. And so here is kind of a little pop-up stand there, pop-up cardboard. Then here's a pack of 50 Whacked flyers. And they came in these plastic bags with a little cardboard wrapper. And all part of this official list, right? You see it right there, Whacked poster, 50 of them. Here they are. And they had these little holders that were to the left and to the right of the Xbox Kiosk. And the holders came in two sizes, in this kind of letter size or sort of letter size format. And then also in these kind of narrower flyer formats. Here's one for Xbox Live. This is like 50 each. And again, Xbox Live, release date, and then what do you need? You need an Xbox, you need the headset. There's the games that come with it, and then of course you need an ADSL or cable TV, cable modem for your internet connectivity. So overall, great package if you are an Xbox Live collector, especially for Japanese Xbox items. These are great collectibles to have. Now, there's a couple posters here as well, and I have so many posters, I have to do a couple poster specials, really. But here are 3 Xbox Live posters that were quite visible in 2002, 2003. On the left, this lady with her head in the dinner or lunch. That's quite common, and she basically was up all night playing with another human, and then on the headphone, somebody saying, "Hey, Dragon," I guess that's her nickname. Are you there? Come on, wake up. And so she's been playing all night. And then in the middle here, you have, what do you need for Xbox Live? You need the Xbox Live headphones. These are the games that come with it. And then, of course, you need your internet connectivity and a credit card. And then on the right here, you have, Xbox Live enabled games. Phantasy Star Online, Whacked. You saw the other posters here a second ago. And a few other games. So this was also part of the Xbox Live promo package and included 2 of each of these posters. And then the lady with the sleeping in her food, that's also in a larger format. So anyway, I'll show you that here in a second. And oops, that Shenmue poster doesn't belong here. That's not from Japan. But all right, so here is the WAC poster in the larger format. And this was also part of this Xbox Live package. Again, kind of release date, price at the bottom. And of course, Xbox Live prominently featured in the upper left. And it really kind of tries to highlight that, Xbox Live tries to highlight that you're playing against other humans. That was something that was unique. And this is also being called out here on this poster. Above the release date, it basically says, hey, you're playing against other humans. And so she's been playing all night and is sleeping in her lunch there or in her dinner. And again, this is like the things that come with it and the games and, the headphones. Dead to Rights was another game that was advertised here that for some reason that came as part of this package. What I like about this poster is there's all kinds of cool things, not only the usual, surround system or whatever, but there's a cool jacket. Would love to have that. If any of you have seen that in the wild or have one of those, I'd love to see a comment, love to see a picture of that if you can share. So anyway, Dead to Rights. And then, of course, more of these sleeping in my food posters. And then the last poster that was also part of this package was Evolution, and only on Xbox. So anyway, I'll have to do a future poster special because I've got so many of them. So here we have N.U.D.E, the Natural Ultimate Digital Experiment. This was basically a kind of a simulation game where you have to train a female assistant robot, teach her how to speak and teach her certain tasks. And not what you might be thinking. This is kind of similar to the Seaman game from Sega. And it also used headphones that came in the box. And they have the large poster and, of course, kind of the small posters that were quite common in Japan. And this was released in 2003, in April 2003. Now, here's a great example of why I love collecting Japanese Xbox items. There's a lot of very unique, playful, whimsical stuff that you just don't find in the European or in the US markets. So here is a BLINX keychain with, the main game figures, BLINX. There's even a little tag here, a little keychain tag on the right there with the BLINX logo. And this is kind of just cool stuff that they gave away. And, I don't think I've ever seen something like that really in the US. But in Japan, these kind of whimsical collectibles, they're kind of, cutesy things, they're quite common. And this is what I love about collecting video game promo material in Japan, that you have those kind of cool items. Here's another example of one of these whimsical items. This is for the game Sneakers, where you control a mouse and there's some other mice and you're fighting rats. So here's a little card with, I think these are stickers. And then together with this card, you also have a bag with mouse tails. And so here are the mouse tails, which is kind of really kind of cool. And you have these little keychain here with the Sneakers logo and a bag of mouse tails. And again, it's kind of this whimsical stuff that you typically only find in Japan. Famitsu is a video game magazine, very well respected, or better, it's a family of video game magazines, very well respected in Japan. And they also had a Xbox promo item here. This is a small keychain, or maybe better, it's kind of a cell phone attachment, cell phone band of sorts. And let me open this up. I have a second one here and show that to you because it's a really, really cool item. It's basically a miniature Xbox with the logo on top, and when you open up this Mylar wrapper, there is this cardboard box in here with a little kind of a plastic baggie, and inside is this Xbox cell phone band, and it's a miniature Xbox, very nice, high quality. You see that cell phone band there, Xbox Famitsu, and it even has, that Xbox even has the Xbox print logo in that green jewel. I'll show that to you here close up. Give me just a sec. And here you see it in close up. So super nice quality and a great collectible for people that collect original Xbox promo material from Japan. Next up, we have a OTOGI promo package. And this is a hack and slash game. I'm sure you're familiar with it. It's actually a great game. I thought that was one of the better games that was originally released in Japan and then also later in the US. And this is a retail display. It's a couple of boxes that need to be assembled together, and then this figure here in the front with the sword, since it's kind of a hack and slash game. The figure goes in front, and what's nice about these boxes, some of them are kind of slashed in two. So you see here is a box assembled, and that's kind of neat, you know. Apparently he's already been busy slashing, and so these boxes are kind of chopped in two. Nice touch. This one I think I'll have to assemble and put up in my game room because it's just so colorful and just so unique. Alright, that was the second batch of Xbox collectibles from Japan. I probably have enough material for 2 more Japan specials, so stay tuned and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button and subscribe button. Thank you.